Something that doesn't look like it is trapping bugs outside my house. And what we have really, truly looks like a beautiful lantern.
It definitely does, all the different sizes.
Yeah.
But this is kind of where it all started. And we've been selling the DynaTrap for many years, but this is, and I say this every year because they're developing it and it's getting better every year. This is the best one that we've had. And when we talk about best, the first thing we talk about is that LED, that UV LED bulb that's in there. This is the best bulb that they've ever developed. And when I say best, this is the one proven to attract more biting insects than ever before. It's also going to last longer. The only thing you ever have to do with your outdoor trap is replace that bulb. Not every month, not every year. This bulb will last 27 months if you run it continuously, like we might do here in Florida.
So
but if
over
you're
2
somewhere
years?
else, yeah, but over 2 years. But if you're somewhere else where you're just using it seasonally, you know, I grew up in New York, so there we might use it for 4 months a year. You're talking 4 full summers that you're gonna be able to use this before you're gonna have to replace that bulb. Other than that, you don't have to do anything. We're gonna produce that CO2 as well, that carbon dioxide, and then this whole area is a very powerful fan. So you know, while I'm talking about that, I'll use this smoke again here, and you'll be able to see how well this works. This one is very powerful to bring in those bugs as they get close to that amazing UV bulb. I mean, Lou Caputo cannot get enough of this bug machine. He is staring, wide-eyed, looking at that. So again, the technology is the LED bulb. That's first and foremost, 27 months it's gonna last. And then we're gonna attract these biting insects day and night. Titanium dioxide is when that heats up. The titanium dioxide plate heats up, creates that CO2. Again, that's a second way to lure them in. And then that fan just drags them out. And look at, this is what I love. Look how huge that collection mess.
Wow.
This isn't something you're gonna have to empty every week. I mean, even every month. I mean, this can be months before you're gonna have to empty that because it's so big. But we're showing the 1 acre, but even in the half acre, it's huge, and the 1/4 acre. And there's your list, Alice.
Oh, there it is. I mean, look at that. Mosquitoes, flies. The flies up in Rhode Island, I find, are the size of small birds. It is the craziest, crazy. I've never seen flies like that. Crazy. Wasps, hornets. You have stink bugs, really? Oh my gosh, I hate those
Gnats
things.
and blowflies and
Moths,
drainflies.
Wow.
Here's what's interesting about this, Alice. This isn't the complete list. These 12, these are the ones that have been tested independently that it's going to attract and trap. But there's many others. They just haven't independently tested those. But if you have a different type of mosquito or gnat or something like that, it's gonna work on those as well. It's amazing how well it works. And I've tried them all, Alice. Have you ever tried this, the propane tanks with the trap?
What a hassle.
But then you, exactly, every month you have to do that, but you also have to add bait as well. Who can deal with that? How about being able to put something outside, plug it in, let it run 24 hours a day, and you do what they're doing there. Just enjoy the rest of your summer.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
It's designed to lure them away. So you're gonna wanna put them about 20 feet away from where you're gonna be, okay? So it lures them away and then it traps them.
Right.
And then you just release it right into the trash. So here's your choices. You can do 1/4 acre, very affordable, $59.99. We have one that works for 1/2 acre, and then one that is for an entire acre. I want you to, this is the big one right here, Mac Daddy right there. Again, still looks like a very beautiful lantern or something because the way that these are designed is absolutely gorgeous. But this working for an entire acre. Stop and just visualize how big an acre is. And this is gonna work for that, but it's gonna work for it year after year after year after year. Every couple of years, you may have to replace that UV light. We do have replacements if you want to, but you plug it in and you forget it. You just leave it on all the time. I mean, there's, again, no feeding it any kind of fuel or anything else, nothing.
It costs just pennies a day to run, but what's happening here is, because of how well this works, what we're doing is we're trapping the biting insects. So those are the females. Those are the ones that are gonna reproduce and and make more mosquitoes. So if we're just using mosquitoes as an example. But what you're going to be able to do is reduce the size of the population of these mosquitoes in your yard. So imagine if you catch 100 mosquitoes day one, and then you catch 100 day two. Those are 200 mosquitoes now that cannot reproduce. So throughout the whole course of the summer, you're taking your outdoors back.
Yeah.
You're getting your summer back. Whoever it is in your family, and there's always one, who just gets absolutely destroyed by mosquitoes and the biting insects.
My daughter.
If you did it just for them, they would love it. So everyone could be outside enjoying
I'm
being
even
there.
thinking of for pets, okay?
Sure.
Your pets get eaten up also. And have you ever seen horses in the summertime?
Oh, yeah.
I feel so sorry for them with all the flies and everything on them.
It would
and they're
work well in a barn.
constantly-
You could put this in the barn,
Yeah,
sure.
you could put this in the barn. You could put this anywhere. An entire acre of coverage right here. This is going to be for a half an acre, and this is for a quarter of an acre. So any size that you need, this will work for you. And at least try it, okay? At least try it for 30 days. If you don't love it, then absolutely return it. But look at these stats. I mean, after 6 days, I mean, imagine.
Almost 3,000 of those.
3,000.
So I was thinking about this earlier. If you caught 3,000 in the first week,
Wow.
the next week,
Okay.
chances are you're only going to catch 2,000 because there's so many fewer bugs available. So that's what you're doing. You're reducing
Yeah,
that population.
hopefully.
There's 3,100 trapped in 7 days.
I don't care how many. I just don't care how many
just-
I trap. I just want them all in there. I
Well-
just want them all to be. Oh gosh, that's just nasty.
What? This is
Just
science.
gross.
This
is
is
science.
this is mosquitoes.
This is
now
bug class.
I've had this container of
Bug
mosquitoes
class
sadly
101.
since 2019, but this was 2 weeks in a suburb of Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah. That is a lot of dead mosquitoes in there. And yeah, they've been in there quite a while. It's all
Yes.
sealed up.
Good.
Fear not.
All right,
But
keep it
again,
over there.
you'll be able to prove it to yourself how well it works when, I mean, you don't have to go into the trap.
You know,
But for
it's
example,
funny because I actually want to check them.
Yeah, you can go in there and
see what's
look
in
for
there,
yourself.
just from the studio.
because you don't
never
have to
know.
open this
Oh man,
to empty them, but you could open this just to see what's in there when you're doing this, because that's a collection basket on the quarter acre. But it just goes back in there and it turns on. But remember, you don't have to do that because this is the one that has the easy opening.
You know,
where you just push the button.
we need to use these when we do those grill
Right.
shows outside. Sometimes those flies get really nasty out there.
Of course.
We need to use these
Let's
here at
put a
HSN.
bunch of them out there,
I'm about to write a little pen and email to some of our chefs and say, get these things and put them outside because this is what you need. This is what's going to work for you. This is technology that is working for you to help control the bugs. It traps them. It does it with a couple of scientific ways, okay? Not just a fan, but also a powerful fan, but also that UV light, also that CO2. It does all of that, and you are looking at something that right here, half an acre, right there. I also like that you can hang it up. It's got a little hanging thing on the top, little ring on the top. If you have a smaller yard, a quarter of an acre right there. And then if you've got the great big acre, if you've got horses and cows, I would absolutely help them. You just look at them flicking those things and it's just, oh God, it's just feels
this
so
is
sorry
showing
for
us,
them.
we can talk more about how you decide which one, but this is definitely saying where you want to place it, and I love this combined with the technology. Put it 30 to 40 feet away. 3 to 6 feet off the ground is the best place to do this because you're going to draw them away from you. And again, you can see there's different options. You can hang it, you can use the shepherd's hook, but most importantly, leave it on 24/7 because when you're sleeping, it's catching mosquitoes. When you're at work, it's catching mosquitoes. It's reducing that population in your area. And it's telling you that it works better at night, just like we were saying about the indoor unit, because the intensity of that blue bulb is even greater. So it's bringing them in, it's trapping them. Remember, we're not zapping. There's no noise. There's this one. You can hear the fan a little bit on this outdoor unit.
Well, especially
because
this is for the acre.
It's the big one.
So it needs to,
Right, but there's no
put some
odor,
air
there's
out
just
there.
a little bit of noise, there's no chemicals involved. It's super simple to use, very, very little maintenance over the years. Just put it away from where you want to enjoy your time outdoors and let it do its thing. It works, it's proven to draw in that clinically tested 12 different types of annoying pests outdoors. And look at this. These are a couple of the guys that got a little too close in that video. You see they got too close to that light. The fan draws them in. One touch bottom emptying. We've never had that before. This is the first unit that has that. So it's just gotten easier. It's gotten scientifically proven to work better. You can't lose. I mean, that's a great spot. You need. I can see a little water there.
You can lose out on the opportunity because our indoor DynaTrap, which we've never done as a today's special, stay in the ordering process for that because, again, like I said, over half of our quantity gone. And if you want that, we do have it today at a price of $39.95. If you want this, this is what we call a weekly deal drop. So the price dropped yesterday on Monday, and it will go right back up on Sunday night at midnight if any of these are left at all. Right now, we still have all quantities and all colors. So we have it in the forest green, we have it in the graphite, and we also have it in that really pretty bronze. I think you're gonna love the bronze. But again, 1/4 of an acre right there, which is selling the best right now. Most of us want it for our backyards. If you have a bigger backyard, if you have a 1/2 an acre, which is very sizable, then you want this one. And if you've got the full-on acre, then we have it for you. And at that weekly deal drop price, $159.99. Once you buy this, you're good to go. Just plug it in. It runs all the time, because all you're using is electrical power. Now, every couple of years, you may have to replace that UV light in there. We do have the replacement bulbs. If you just wanna go ahead and stock up, then absolutely do that. But that could last you up to what, 2 years?
Yeah, 27 months.
Wow.
And you're looking at that on that full acre. And I wanted to comment on what you were saying about how you decide which one you want. For so many of us, you may look at your backyard and that's where you're spending most of your time, but you're thinking, I don't really have a full acre. But if you recall what last season was like and you just couldn't be outside because you really have a significant problem with mosquitoes or a type of gnat or no seams, whatever it is, go for the larger one. Even though you don't have a full acre, you're saying, listen, I know that we have a big issue. Go for this one because this is the biggest. It's going to bring in the most bugs from the furthest distance away. But also, if you're looking at wanting to protect the front and the back of your house, I wouldn't go for the full acre. I might consider a 1/2 acre in the front and a 1/2 acre in the back, because the house is going to act like a barrier between just the full acre. So get 2 of those. Small apartments where you have a nice balcony or a smaller porch area, go for that 1/4 acre. So again, there's different ways to decide exactly what size you need, not just based on your, the size of your yard.
Okay, and again, the 3 color choices are the forest green, this is the bronze, and then we also have it in the graphite. And all the color choices are available in all the sizes, okay? So again, 1/4 acre right there, 1/2 an acre, and this is for your full acre right here. So whichever size you use or choose and whichever way you choose to use it, you're gonna find that this makes your life so much more comfortable. And this isn't about something that's gonna last, a week or a couple of weeks. This is something that will last you months, if not years, because again, with that UV light, could be up to 27 months, over 2 years. So really a great time to invest in technology. It's gonna make such a big difference.
There's no hassle involved with this.
I hate to say hate, but I hate bugs.
I think we all can agree on that.
Okay, thanks.
I'm with you.
It may be beneficial in some aspects of our society or farmland, but not in my backyard. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thanks, it was fun. Appreciate it.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. Listen, stay in the ordering